Did you know that with just a few simple techniques you can dramatically enhance your Gunpla high-grade model's appearance in just one afternoon? In this video, you learn how to fix and upgrade your kit using the dry brushing and Pla Plating techniques, making it look more detailed and visually appealing. Hello everyone! I read some comments from viewers who cannot spend weeks working on their kit, so I want to show you how you can get a nice result without taking too much of your precious time. What we have here is a high-grade Zigok, freshly built and completely unpolished. We will focus mainly on dry brushing the arms and legs, detailing the chest and the head, getting rid of these terrible gaps, and finishing with some Pla Plating. So, let's start! We will begin with dry brushing. We'll be using these Tamiya enamel colors, chrome silver, gunmetal and bronze. We'll also use some enamel thinner, a dry brushing brush, metal plates and metal glasses. The gunmetal will be used for the arms and legs. Shake it well and pour a tiny bit into the metal plate. You then want to gently tap your brush into the paint and then clean it on a piece of paper until the color is almost all gone. Now we can start brushing our part, gently rubbing the brush on all the surface until the color is nice and even. You are maybe wondering, but I saw your video about painting the inner frame, why should I use acrylics when this technique looks so much faster and easier? Well, I use these two techniques for different situations. With the dry brushing you have no precision, but it works really well when you need to paint a lot of parts of the same color and you don't need detailing. Acrylics are the best for those little details. You can change color on your brush really easily, correct your mistakes and be very precise. You also can clean everything with water, which is a great plus. The thinner you will be using to clean smells a lot and it's toxic. You will need an open window to make your room safe. Some tips to clean your brush. Pour a bit of thinner in the glass, rinse the brush and rub it on paper. Repeat the process until it's nice and clean. You then will need to wait for it to dry before attempting to dry brush again, or it will mess up your colors. We will use the chrome silver for the claws and the chest grills. Same process. Pour a bit, dip the brush and clean it before applying it. You can see how fast and easy this method is. Now, remember the bronze? I scrapped it. Let's go gold, because it will look so much better with red. And with this, we're done with the dry brushing. Make sure you give time to the paint to dry, and we can now proceed with the next part, seam lines. This kit is pretty cheap and also dated, so the seam lines are pretty bad. We will use some cement to melt the plastic and fuse it together. We will apply the cement on the inside of the parts, where they join. Make sure to cover all the surfaces and put a decent amount, don't be stingy. Once it's done, assemble the pieces and press hard. You should see a small amount of melted plastic coming out from the seam line. That's the sign that the cement is doing its job. We will do this process for the pelvis, waist and chest. I made sure to include all the parts inside the chest, cause once done, it won't be open ever again. Now, we need to let everything dry properly before starting with the sanding. If the weight is too hard, try clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Recent studies made in our laboratoires shows an increase in serotonin levels after doing it. You should try. Now that the serotonin is back to normal levels and the cement is dry, let's sand. We will start with 1000 grids paper and we will gradually move all the way up to 2000. 200 grids at a time. We will then finish with the balancer to have a nice and polished surface. And here's the result. I would love to say perfect, but as I expected, the gap was too big for the cement to make it disappear completely. But worry not, dear viewer, I already have something planned for it. Let's for now keep sanding the rest. Here the result is pretty good. If you paint on this, it will look even better, but we're not painting today. I think some Pla Plating will be a great way to cover these imperfections and add some details at the same time. It also will help to mask some nub marks. Sometimes they're just there, even after your best effort. This is a metal guide for scribing, but today it will help us with the Pla Plating. I'm thinking about this shape. I feel like it will be perfect for our model. Let's grab a Pla Plating sheet and line up the metal guide with the edge. Grab the hobby knife and start cutting. I want 8 pieces for the chest, 8 for the legs and 8 for the arms, 24 in total. Don't worry if they're not perfect. There's only one being in the whole creation that ever achieved perfection, and it's Joy Ramon. And here's our little piece. Now we just need 23 more. I swear, that didn't take more than 15 minutes. Now we want some masking tape to keep them in place. Just roll it on itself and secure it on the mat. Let's then place our plates on it, so they won't move while we paint them. I will be using a copper marker for this. Fast and easy. Don't forget to paint the sides too. If you want more precision, just pour some color in a plate and use a brush. I want to detail this hexagon on the pelvis, and Pla Plating will be again the way to go. Get some more masking tape and place it on the part. Make sure it's nicely attached, grab a pencil and highlight the edges. Now we have a perfect copy of our hexagon. Let's use one more of the scribing guides to help us cut straight. And here is it. And it's obviously too big to fit. Let's quickly reduce its size. And sorry for the hand in the way, I realized it too late. Okay, now it's perfect. Let's remove the tape, secure it, and paint this one too. Everything is nice and dry. We can grab our cement and start gluing these plates. I'll be using the seam line as a guide, putting 2 plates one in front of the other, 2 couples per shoulder. And there we go. I think it looks pretty good. Let's then cover the nub marks on the legs. It was supposed to be some footage of the arms too here, but my camera decided that finally needed to be corrupted. I'm sure you got the gist of it anyway. Let's finish with our hexagon. I will have an edge detail in the middle, because I can. For this, I'll use some super glue, applied with a needle. beautiful, a real Xeon jewel. Time to cement it. This is what I call classy. Let's put our Zigok back together now. You may have noticed that I didn't panel line the model or apply a top coating. That's because I have more plans for this model, that you'll see in the near future, don't worry. I'm thinking about an advanced scribing tutorial and some weathering. Stay tuned. Wait a moment, this guy is still blind. I forgot to grab the eye sticker and throw it away. We're not using the trash. This is a little trick that works with every mono eye. These are pearl stickers for kids that I grabbed at the stationery shop down the road. They are just perfection. Let's see, yes, this one. And look at that, this is the cheapest upgrade in the world. So, this is my one afternoon customization. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you soon.